Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news now, and we've got Lionel Messi story, breaking news coming out about Benoit Badiashile. We're going to go through some of your comments in my last video, and also a defender has arrived from Barcelona officially in Manchester ahead of his potential transfer news. Now, let's jump into the main bit. Well, the second main bit, you can say, is touching about Lionel Messi. So, as you guys know, Lionel Messi has handed in a transfer request yesterday. A lot of things has happened yesterday. So, this is what Sky Sports was saying about Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi has told Barcelona he wants to leave the club after nearly 2 decades with the Spanish Giants. The club confirmed on Tuesday the Argentine sent a document expressing his desire to activate a release clause that will end his contract, which currently runs until next June, and allow him to leave for free this summer. Barcelona have received this in writing via fax from his lawyers. They have not officially replied yet, but are understood to be preparing one. Now, loads of reports are coming out. I mean, one of the reports are coming out is that there's going to be a clear out at Barcelona, right? They've had a really poor season. In fact, really poor, judging by the standards, really poor last few seasons, you can say. And it didn't help by the fact that they got battering in the Champions League in recent years. Most recently against Bayern Munich 8-2, and there's been a lot of public turmoil, you can say. You know, the board, the core of the team is aging. The board doesn't know what they're doing. And it seems like it has come to a stage where Lionel Messi is thinking enough is enough. You know, he's 33 years old, or turning 33, I believe. And, you know, he's only got a few years left of him. So he cannot be in a project in Barcelona where the board is going nowhere. They're not signing the right players. They're spending ridiculous amounts of players on players that's not even performing. And all in all, and also Ronald Koeman, their new managers, come out. And these are reports coming out saying that he told Messi that he's not going to be privileged in the club anymore. He needs to be playing around the club, not the club playing around Lionel Messi. And I reckon that's the right thing to do. No player should be bigger than the club. But these are rumors anyway. And all in all, it's turning out to be the fact that Lionel Messi has handed in a transfer request, which is a major thing. You know, have a think about it. This is one of the greatest players of all time in the game. He's still got a year or so, or two maybe, depending on how he keeps himself fit, which I have no doubt he will, to play at the highest level. And it's Lionel Messi, for God's sake. You know, he can literally go into any club. Any club will want him. Any club will want him. Before we get into the Manchester side of things, right? Let me just show you the stats of this particular season. 44 appearances, 31 goals, 26 assists. That's despite Barcelona having a really poor season. He's 33 years old. He actually turned 33. But this is Lionel Messi. I don't have to talk that much about him wherever he can play. There's been a lot of talks going around everywhere saying that he could be potentially moving to Manchester City. I think that is probably the most viable case, like moving to Manchester City and reuniting with Pep Guardiola and helping them win the Champions League, you can say. That's not out of the question for sure. He could be potentially moving to PSG, where PSG are looking, they got the money, we know that, they both of them have the money, artificial money that is, and PSG are looking for that extra spark in the Champions League. That's the main goal, to win the Champions League. He could be reunited with his pal Neymar, and he could be one of the guys that will end up helping PSG win the Champions League, not Premier League. Those are the rumors. That's strong rumors going around. Those are my opinion that's probably what's going to be the case. It's going to be between Man City and PSG. I don't think anyone else will get a sniff on it. But hypothetically speaking, in regards to Manchester United, Lionel Messi to Manchester United, let that sink in for a bit. Yes, he's probably past it a little bit, but there are reports coming out that Manchester United might pull out of a couple of other transfers and get Lionel Messi at the club. Let me tell you a few viable things that will happen if he does come at the club. Yes, his wages are astronomical. You're going to have to pay a lot of wages for him. But the shirt sales, the appeal, he's a part of Adidas as well. And the appeal and the big big attraction around the world in regards to Manchester United. You can make a lot of commercial money out of Lionel Messi, and that is what Ed Woodward likes. He likes, and the Glazers like. They like that more than anything else. They don't care about what's happening on the pitch, or so it seems. It's all about commercial revenue for them. So it does make sense a little bit if Manchester United do go for Lionel Messi, knowing that there's no transfer fee involved. In fact, just pay the player his wages, and get on with it. And Lionel Messi coming in also to Manchester United, there are benefits. I mean, it's Lionel Messi, for God's sake. Sign him up on a short-term contract, but he is going to be one of those players where potentially he can turn the club around in terms of title challenge. We're not there yet, but we need a few signings. But title challenge, definitely. But certainly the likes of the younger players in there, like your Marcus Rashford, your Anthony Martial, and especially your Mason Greenwood. Imagine having someone like Lionel Messi in your dressing room, Lionel Messi on the pitch with you, Lionel Messi in the training ground with you. They will learn a lot, especially in the case of Mason Greenwood. He is still young, and to be in and around Lionel Messi for the next couple of seasons will certainly help someone like Mason Greenwood. If we were to sign him, I'll be extremely happy. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be extremely happy. Yes, it's probably not going to be the case, but there are benefits to signing him, even at his age. It's Lionel Messi, for God's sake. Even at his age, there are benefits of signing Lionel Messi for Manchester United. In terms of commercially, that's what the Glazers want. And in terms of on and off the field, on the field, there's another player in there that is going to unlock defenses left, right, centre, 100%. Secondly, off the field, people like Mason Greenwood, people like Marcus Rashford, and the young strikers or forward or attackers coming through like Tai Chong, etc., etc., Hannibal Mejbri can learn off of him. And imagine that would benefit the club long term. Yes, get Lionel Messi for short term, but it will benefit the club long term. But that's the latest transfer news around Lionel Messi and my thoughts on him potentially, big if to come to Manchester United. There are rumours going around today, as you'd expect. He's been linked with every single big club there is. Manchester United have been in that position this morning as well, as you'd expect. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below in regards to Lionel Messi. But in talking about transfers, Benoit, I'm gonna butcher his name, I bet you. Benoit Badiashile. Benoit Badiashile. Tier 1 reports from Monaco are coming out that Manchester United have made a bid for him, which Monaco has rejected. So let me read you out this article from TalkSport. Badiashile, the teenage centre-back, is rated as one of the best young defenders around. He's previously been linked with the Red Devils, but he remains with Monaco as of today, and he's closing in on his half-century of appearance for the club, including a showing against Reims last week in Monaco's opening league fixture, which they drew 2-2. He has scored as well. United are now pushing ahead with their move for the 19-year-old defender, having submitted a £22 million bid for Badiashile. But Monaco rejected the offer out of hand, as head coach Niko Kovac wants to keep hold of the teenager, telling the club chiefs to turn down all bids for him. And now, according to Mohamed Bouhafsi, Monaco have told clubs Badiashile is not for sale unless Manchester United make a Martial-like unrefusable bid for him. Remember, Martial, we bought him for £50 million at that time, which was unheard of for for a teenager at that time, right? £57 million altogether, £36 million up front. Badiashile, who has been capped at the under-16 to under-19 youth levels by France, will be expected to partner Harry Maguire in the centre of Manchester United's defence if he joined Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side this summer. Let's have a look at a bit of his stats, then we have a bit of a discussion around him. Last season, obviously this season he started for the French League. He played one game already, he scored one. Last season he played 20 games in centre-back position. Look, I'll be honest with you, he's 19 years old. He's quite tall centre-back. I have not seen him, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have not seen him. But what I've been reading, and before that, before a bit of a research into him, you can say, he's a left-footed centre-back. He's powerful, he's young, he's one of the youngest bright prospects coming out. Is he better than the Lille defender that is moving to Arsenal? No, not at the moment itself. But he is a tout. He is a potential. He is France's future centre-back potentially. And he is a clever player. He can bring the ball out of the box as well. Pacey as well. So he does tick a lot of the boxes that we do not have currently in our centre-back position. Bailly does have that, but we talked about his injury problems. But he's a young defender and one for the future for sure, especially when Manchester United have 4 recognisable centre-backs. That includes Phil Jones in the mix. Obviously, Chris Smalling looks like he's going to leave the club. There are suitors are out for him. Rojo's most likely not going to return at the club against the suitors around for him. So that leaves with just out of favour Phil Jones and an injury-prone Eric Bailly and Lindelof and Maguire, right? And Maguire's situation is what it is, right? So obviously Manchester United, as I said, we need a centre-back. We need centre-back that will complement Harry Maguire. Eric Bailly is one, but reliability is the one that's, personally for me, costing him his guaranteed place, because he's a good centre-back in the starting lineup. But in saying that, Benoit is one of the defenders that United have made movements for today, officially. Like, this is breaking news. As you're watching the video, that news has come out about an hour ago. Obviously, I have to, upload the video. It takes a long time for the thumbnails, tags, etc. So I would have got this quite first in, I think. But it's coming out from a tier 1 journalist, which is a very, very credible source, coming out that Benoit Badiashile has been linked with Manchester United, and Manchester United have made a bid for him for £25 million, which Monaco have refused. They expect an unrefusable offer like the offer that we made Martial. I'm sure if Manchester United want him, they'll make an installment offer or whatever you want to call it. And there's nothing new around Jadon Sancho, but that's the latest around Benoit Badiashile. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I probably will mess it up all the time, but I'm going to call him Benoit. Talking about Jadon Sancho, as you guys know, get commenting, guys. I do pick up random comments from my previous transfer video and kind of discuss it. I've picked it up from a comment from Loopy Lugs Gaming. He is one of the very, very good person in my circle, and knows a lot of knowledge around football as well. Do go and check out his channel. He's a fantastic person, most importantly. But he said, that's in regards to the Jadon Sancho transfer latest that I did a few days ago. He said, Sancho is turning out to be a Bruno saga. Yeah, Aston Villa are going to ruin the Polar's career by overpricing him. That's in regards to Jack Grealish. So Jadon Sancho's situation right now is, there's not been any much movement. The last bit of news is that Borussia Dortmund is not budging from their transfer fee of 120 million euros. Manchester United are finding it tough to negotiate with them, especially when there's a couple of intermediary middleman agents, you can say, involved. That's the latest. Nothing has come out of nothing that's new that we haven't covered yet has come out yet. But there's a stark reminder for Ed Woodward and Manchester United, especially Ed Woodward and the people that negotiating around the club. I hope you guys are watching. I would love it if you guys are watching. But there's 2 weeks left to go in the new season. You got to make the signing. You got to get the player in for the medicals and all these advertisement videos you guys got to do, which will take a few days, right? Then you got to get the player into the club. And you need time with the player for him to be implemented into the tactics, the roles, the philosophy of the club. And we've got 2 weeks left in the transfer window. We're the only club, the so-called big club around certainly England, like top 6, right, that hasn't made a single signing. And we're haggling for 10-15 million pounds. So buckle up, guys. This week is very, very important. Buckle up. Anyway, last bit of news, as I said, a player has arrived. Manchester United have signed. Technically, it doesn't count. But Marc Jurado has been officially pictured arriving in England as he draws nearer to the Manchester United transfer. The 16-year-old defender was seen leaving Manchester Airport on Wednesday afternoon as he prepares for a new life in England after turning down a contract at Barcelona. So Jurado is poised to officially join in the coming weeks. And United have no worries about confirming the transfer. This is him arriving at the Manchester Airport. He is a youngster. We know that the in the background scene, I think he's a right back, right? Yeah, he's a right back. In the background, we are building a young squad. We have signed over the last couple of seasons more players in the youth setup than in the first team. So we signed loads of 15 and 16-year-olds, some huge talents. Obviously, Hannibal Mejbri is being touted as one of them. We still have James Garner in there. Mark Jurado is another one. Dillian Hugerhoff from Ajax is another one. So there's a lot of good things happening for the youth level, and I hope that some of these guys will step up over the next couple of years. This is for the long-term project, and become Manchester United regular starters. And I agree with that. That is, if you're gonna promote youth, signing some of the best youngsters around Europe, and as well as promoting your own youth, which we have a bunch of, that's the right way to do it. Over the next 3-4 years, we got to be patient with these guys. Next 3-4 years, you're telling me if we sign 5 of them, you're telling me 2 of them will make a breakthrough. They will. Hopefully all 5 will make a breakthrough. But that's the positive in what's happening at Manchester United in the background for the youth level. So fantastic work. He's been confirmed. He needs to quarantine for 2 weeks now before being officially announced of some sort. I'll keep an eye out for that on you guys. But that's the latest on Mark Jurado to Manchester United. It has been confirmed, and I would like to say it has been confirmed in regards to other transfers such as Jadon Sancho, such as Donny van de Beek. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it this week. I will do a lot of videos this week, and let's see where we go. But that's the latest in Manchester United transfer news and speculation now and today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do get involved, and I hope to catch you guys in the next upload, and stay follow.